Hello everyone, welcome back. So we are starting a new series on JavaScript. So in this particular session, we'll talk a bit about JavaScript, what exactly JavaScript is. In the upcoming sessions, we'll talk about the actual coding practices that we follow in JavaScript, and we'll also see a lot of details about the JavaScript programming language. We'll see all the concepts that is existing over there. But in this particular video, we'll talk only about what exactly is a JavaScript and why we should use it. So there are a lot of confusion in the mind when you talk about JavaScript. So people think it's a kind of a subversion of Java because it starts with Java, right? So we'll solve all the problem that is, or all the clarification we'll cover over here in this particular video. So stay tuned and please do like, subscribe my channel if you're new to my channel, and also please hit the bell icon for getting more updates. In this video, we'll cover few open questions that are there in our mind when we talk about JavaScript. So I believe before going into any coding video, we should always know what exactly JavaScript is and about the background of JavaScript. So we'll cover few questions that are: what is JavaScript? Is JavaScript used globally? So we'll see like how many people are using JavaScript globally on a scale basis. Then we'll see if I'm a JavaScript developer, how much can I earn using JavaScript? We'll see also about that. Then we'll see, is JavaScript and Java same or are they different? Because the name gives a kind of confusion sometimes, like, since JavaScript starts with Java and Java is a popular language that we all know. So are they both same or not? That we'll also see, and then we'll see what exactly we can do with JavaScript. So first, starting with the first question that is there in mind, that is, what is JavaScript? So first, just to deep dive into the JavaScript detail, how exactly it started. So Brandon Eich is the one person who was responsible for developing this language at Netscape in 1995. So Netscape was the company at that particular era which are more focused on web browser based applications, or web browser in specific. So they were more interested in developing a language which is lightweight and can be used or can be provided to developers who can work on developing something on the UI. So in the starting phase, the name of JavaScript, as we all know, and if you don't know, was Netscape Mocha, and then it was changed to JavaScript that we all know as of now. In the starting phase, as I discussed, it was developed by Netscape, and Netscape was a company that was mostly focused on browsers at the time, and they were kind of a leader at that particular era which we are talking about. So they wanted to have an application which is mostly driven on the browser side. So it's called a browser-based application. It is mostly focused on running code on browser. So it's also called as a client-based application or a client-based language. So that was the earlier era where JavaScript was used as a browser-side language. Now coming back to the second question, that is JavaScript used globally? JavaScript is one of the most used programming language across the globe that can be clearly seen in this particular bar over here. So you can see in this particular chart, it says 67.7% is the JavaScript language that is used across the globe in 2020. And that's huge. So that's what we're talking about. The usage of JavaScript is increasing day by day, year on year. And we will see in detail in the video like why exactly JavaScript is used so much, because we have a lot of things that we can cover with JavaScript, that is backend and front end, and we can also work on a full stack developer using JavaScript. So we'll all cover all these topics in the upcoming videos, so stay tuned for that. And also, if you talk about the basic salary or the average salary of a JavaScript developer, so as per Indeed, that's the job portal website, it says the average salary of a JavaScript developer in 2020 was 117,000 US dollar. So that's quite huge, if you all know. So that's one more thing that we can just see about the kind of need that's there in the market for JavaScript and the kind of packages or the kind of pay people are getting. That's why I believe we should learn JavaScript and be on the competitive edge always. Now talking about the third thing, that is JavaScript and Java the same? So the only answer over here is no. So they both are not at all same. There is no correlation between both the languages. So don't get confused about that, because I know there is this kind of confusion always which says, people say like JavaScript is a kind of a sub language that is derived out of Java because it contains Java in the starting, but it is nothing like that. JavaScript is totally a different language itself that is used in a different way than Java. So don't get confused on that. And the last thing, that is, what can we do with JavaScript? So for that, I'll just go to this particular slide, and yes, you can see. So as of now, we have talked about developing the browser-based applications using JavaScript. That was the sole purpose of developing JavaScript in the starting phase itself. But now with the evolution of the JavaScript language, we have seen a lot of growth in the consumption of JavaScript in different areas. So if we talk about using JavaScript in server-side development, then yes, JavaScript can be used. So we have something called Node.js that is used on the server side. So you can write code and it can be run directly on the server rather than running the code on the browser. And as we know, Node.js is nowadays highly used for server-side development apart from other alternatives. And if you see the growth of Node.js from the past couple of years, you can see it has been exponential. So learning Node.js in the current era is one of the highly recommended thing I can easily recommend you. But also if you want to learn Node.js, you should know JavaScript, because JavaScript is the language on which Node.js work on. So that's one very critical thing that you have to learn. So that's why I'm saying and I'm emphasizing again and again, we should learn JavaScript for using Node.js and other related APIs or framework to work in the current industry. Also, if talking about the UI development or the mobile development, we have React. We have React.js on which we develop a lot of UI based application. It's an API that is open source and it has been worked on Facebook, and it is used across the globe by many developers, many UI developers. It is used on the front end development. It is used on a full stack development if a person is doing back end as well as a front development. So I will recommend you to go for React development course as well if you are interested in that. So you can see JavaScript is used in front end as well as in back end. Front end we have React, back end we have Node. And if you want to be a full stack developer, you need to know both. So you need to know Node as well as React. So JavaScript helps you to become a full stack developer as well as a back end or a front end developer. Talking about the other application development that is there in the market, that is desktop app development. So we have Electron.js that is also used for desktop based application development. So that's also highly used in the market nowadays. Then we have other areas where we can use JS or JavaScript for doing animations. We have Vue.js, we have virtual reality where JavaScript is used, which is called React VR. So that's also used for virtual reality nowadays. And also now we have previously seen machine learning was limited to certain language like Python and all. But nowadays JavaScript also support machine learning, where you have TensorFlow.js, which can be used for machine learning development. And it is also started picking up in the market nowadays. So in this session, I might have seen the usage of JavaScript in different areas, the benefit of learning JavaScript nowadays, the kind of packages, the kind of usage that is there in the market for JavaScript. So I believe now this is clear to you why exactly we should learn JavaScript and what exactly is the scope for JavaScript in the upcoming years in the market. I hope you like this video. So please do like, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for more updates. Thank you. Bye-bye.